All right, in my last video, the creation of the giant life-size Rancor head, I was utilizing this in order to do the assembly of it. There's no way I could have made that project without this. Now, I was going to do a video on this before the Rancor head. I had everything shot, I just forgot to edit it and post it before I did the Rancor head. What this is a plastic welder. Let's get into what this is, what comes with it when you buy it, and how it works. So I just completed a project that is made up of many 3D printed panels of plastic that isn't much more than an 1/8" thick. Now, to bond them together to make up one great big huge item, you have to be able to adhere the pieces together. And super glue is not going to be the answer to just be able to glue these on, move it to the next one, and on to the next one, and on the next one. 3D glue, no, it's going to be too much in order to try and bind these together and then expect them to stay together while you start assembling all the other ones. You have to have something that's going to add some sort of structural support to it that's quick and easy to take care of. Now, I found a solution. It's called a plastic welder or a plastic stapler. And this is all it is. With this little gun here, it also comes with a whole bunch of different staples of different sizes depending on what kind of angle you have to get into and glue together. It also has a whole bunch of heat shrink tubing. It's got support materials and things like this. This I really had absolutely no use for it for my project. I don't know if I'll ever have use for it. This is also good for like automotive repair. If you got a cracked bumper or something, you can glue this back together. What I used it for, these little tiny wiggly staples. You see that? Now, you definitely want to wear some sort of respirator and do this in a well-ventilated area. In order for this thing to work, you got your little staple here, you got the end of your gun, and there's little holes inside of here. You slide these tabs in, just like that. Then you pull the trigger. Oh crap, that's bright. See the smoke come off of it? And that thing will start to glow red. It is red. And you bring it over here, line up your panels, melt it down in there, let go of the trigger, wait for a second. Now these ends don't get hot, so you can touch this out here. The only part that's going to get hot is your staple. Wait for it to get red. Glowing. Let go of the trigger. Ugh. I don't have my respirator on so I can talk to the camera, so I'm trying to hold my breath through that. All right, so these are now secure. They are bonded together quite well. Now, what I also did after I get them bonded together with the staple, then I come through with the super glue, put super glue in here and an activator, and I've got an extremely strong connection. Now, you got these pokey bits sticking up here. The kit comes with a pair of nippers, so you can just come in here and just cut them off. Now, if you're making a suit of armor and you're bonding together thin panels, you likely don't want these sticking up because the nippers are not going to take them down flush. So another thing you probably want to invest in if you're going to use this is going to be a rotary tool with a good cutoff wheel. With this, you can just get in here and you can trim these off just below the surface, and then if you want to, then you can smooth this off, fill this in with Bondo putty, something like that to make it smooth. But if you're making a suit of armor, in all likelihood, you're going to have some sort of layer of EV foam or something in here for padding. So that might not be necessary. You'll just want to trim these down below the surface. Also comes with these items. These are meant to go on the end of your gun, and they're supposed to get hot. You put them on the end of your gun and they start to heat up, and then you can melt these surfaces together and smooth them out. Comes with 3 of them, different shapes depending on where you need to get in and work. Now this may not be an essential tool for everybody, but for me and the projects that I seem to keep getting myself into, I find it to be essential. It is definitely quite handy to have around. Like, subscribe, and I will see you next time.